Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about Agrotech Foods, which is a growth story and coming at very decent levels. So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation and people taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research, and I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Before I talk about Agrotech Foods, a small request to kindly support me on Patreon, and once you do that, it will help me grow the channel, help you also ask me questions and ink out answers in greater detail. Once you get the $10 membership, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and number of podcasts I put up from time to time on short-term, long-term market calls. And if you can pay $100 upfront, you get 1 year access by paying for 10 months. For detailed market or company talk or number of stocks you're holding, you can directly email me and we can work things out with a fee. Now about the company, it provides packaged foods, and this company Agrotech Foods have customers both in retail and in corporates affiliated to ConAgra Foods of the US and has brands like Act2 Popcorn, which is extremely popular in the urban areas in India. Other brands include forms of Sundrop oils, nachos, and diet snacks. The market cap of the company is around 2000 crores. In terms of financial, these are Q4 numbers. Although sales were flat at 213 crores, so you can see that in terms of sales, they are going about at the rate of 800 to 900 crores, whereas the market cap is only 2000 crores. It's coming at around 2.2 times sales, but profit jumped to around 6 crores versus 1 crore, and this was primarily due to very good margins. Operating profit margin expanded by 175 basis points owing to lower expenses. And although inflation is a risk going forward, but the way the numbers have been produced, it looks extremely attractive at these levels. Lower taxes also helped. In March of 2021, taxes were around 52%. This time around was 26%. ROE of around 7%, net profit margin of 10% is pretty decent in a very competitive environment. It is a debt free company. In terms of salient feature, it trades at 80 times current earnings, which looks expensive, but you have to agree with me that the way the margins have expanded, contrary to most of the companies in all domains, all sorts of sectors, whether consumer, autos, banking, etc., whatever sectors you pick up, margins have reduced, but here margins have expanded. This is a very big positive, and that is probably why it is trading at such high valuation. There is high institutional holding, and dividend yield is pretty good. It's around 1.5% even at current levels. 8 decades of experience. It was established somewhere around 1940s and in 1940s, and it is a leading individual HNI is invested into the stock, and big time investment is there. It has a big play on global and urban consumption. And see, Agrotech Food is not only doing business and expanding its business in India, but globally it has a lot of presence. The problem areas for the company is that low promoter holding is a big negative, although institutional holding is big and FIIs are into it also. It has been a flat growth over 5 years, although this time around the quarter has been good, but the EPS has remained around these levels between 4 to 8 over this period of the last 5 6 years, around 5 to 8 or something like that. Raw material cost appreciation is also something to be wary of, that going forward that could hinder growth at least for the next 2 3 quarters. And there's a political uncertainty that is going on in Europe, especially now in UK, with the kind of change of government, etc., that could have an impact on the exports that ConAgro does, if there is a different government and they have a different stance towards India, etc. But I believe it is a long-term pick. From for 5 to 7 years perspective, it is a buy on SIP kind of a stock that you buy in 5 6 tranches over the next 5 6 months, and should only be max 10% of your total holding. And keep track of global and corporate developments. If there is a greater change that is taking place at the helm, then you need to probably think twice about staying with the company. But the way the management is currently and the way things are looking, it looks good. It looks extremely attractive at these levels. So this was my video on agrotech foods. Please like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get my video straight away when I post it, and kindly do support me on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching.